Thank you for the like, Cindy. I appreciate that. Okay, let's see how this looks. Got ourselves a nice color here. Alright. Thank you, Cindy. Let's see what we can do in just a little bit today. See how that color looks. Oh yeah, it's a nice color we got going. Okay. Tell you what. Let's throw a little bit of this in right about here. Right about here. Okay. Give it a little bit more of a sunlight vibe. Yeah, that's nice. That's nice. Yeah. Alright. More lively already. Tina, thank you for those roses. That's very kind of you. 3 roses. And thank you for the heartbeat too, Tina. I really feel that love from you. Oh, to stop and smell the roses together, my friends. It's very kind of you, Tina. Cindy, thank you for this too. It's very kind of you. Oh, look at that. We're already. It looks like we just reached our goal, my friends. Thank you so much for helping us reach that goal. All those roses. I really feel the love from you, all of you. It's so kind, my friends. Realizing that my colors on this painting have been a little dull, I guess. I think. So I want to liven things up a little bit. Thank you for the heart, me, Cindy. That's very kind of you. I appreciate that. And welcome to my painting live stream. Let's go, guys. Let's go. Thank you for sharing the live, Tina. I appreciate that very much. Okay. Looks like we're getting places, guys. The sky is already looking a little bit brighter, isn't it? It's looking a little bit more like how I think it needs to. I don't know. Sometimes you just gotta give things a new coat of paint. Make things a little bit more lively. Make things, I don't know, a little brighter. I hope everyone's having a good night tonight, my friends. It's good to see all of you. And I hope that you're all doing well tonight. I'm just painting a marina for the next little while today. Just a little while. Just a little while. And I hope you enjoy it as much as I do, my friends. Maybe the weight of the world is falling down upon you. I don't know. But maybe we can put ourselves at ease just a little bit, my friends. I sure hope so, guys. I'm looking for a very special color here. I don't know if I want it to be too green. I don't know if I want it to be too green, so you know what we're going to do. I think I'm going to add touch of red to this. A touch of red. A touch of red. Let's go, guys. Yeah, a touch of red. Let's add just a smidge. Just a little bit. Okay. There. Just a touch. Let's take a look at it now. I'm looking a little bit more like how I want things to look. Good. Good, that's what we want. Now let's add some more white, guys. Okay. Things are looking better and better. Better and better. Tina, thank you for that rose. Just like a kiss from a rose. Thank you for sharing the live, Tina. Let's see what this looks like now. Okay, just like that. A little bit of gray. A little bit of gray. I think that gray is what we're looking for, guys. Alright, let's try it. Thank you for that Go Popular, Dina. Well, we can certainly hope, can't we? Yes, we can. Alright, this looks very similar to what I did underneath all of this, but it's looking a little bit more, I don't know, a little bit more lively. Yeah, just like that. Okay. This color is working for me right now, my friends. Yeah, let's paint over this green little slice right here. There. That's good, guys. I've been publishing a lot of painting videos online recently. And it's been, I don't know, it's been weird to return to painting after so long, my friends. But it feels nice. It feels nice. Hello there, Lily. How are you doing tonight? I hope that you're having a good night tonight, Lily. Okay. Let's see how we're doing here, guys. Yeah. Okay. Almost at the edge right there. That's good. That's good. Okay. Perfect. Alright. Now, this is creating some all kinds of interesting things right now. Thank you for those likes, Cindy. I appreciate that very much. It's very kind of you. think about what we're going to do in front. Oh, I don't know. Those little slices right there, these little things, and the trees too. Just think more about the trees than anything else. Let's think more about those trees. Those trees, oh, they're really gonna set the tone, I think. Yeah, they're gonna set the tone, alright. So here's what we'll do. I'll take some of my pre-mixed color. Okay. Alright. And then we'll add a little bit of sap green. That's good. A little bit of sap. As much as we need to. Okay. Just to get this a little bit darker. Yeah. There we go. See how that looks? It's looking pretty lively there. I don't know. It's not looking too shabby. Let's add maybe a touch of Prussian blue to that. Just a touch. Okay. Now let's see how that looks. Okay. That's not looking bad. Let's maybe add a little bit of, I don't know, some brown to that. Look at that. Look at that. Just a touch more Prussian blue, and I think we'll be in business. Yeah. That's good. That's good. Okay. Okay, look at that. Let's go ahead and put that on. I think we've got ourselves a color. Let's see what it looks like. Okay. That's looking pretty nice. That's not looking too shabby. Okay. Let's take a look at the rest of this. How we doing here? Oh, thank you, Tina. I appreciate that. It's very kind of you. Yeah, this painting is starting to come together a little bit. Just a little bit. Maybe not too much, but a little bit. It's starting to. Okay, there it goes. Oh, Moonjet, how's it going? Hope you're doing well tonight. Thought I'd come on and do a little painting tonight, just for a little bit. Just for a little bit. I want to do a little bit of painting every day, you know what I mean? Because, you know, guys, it's one of those things where if you don't use it, you might lose it. Hope I had a good dinner. Oh, absolutely. I had pizza, which I'm not going to complain about. Probably not the best thing for my diet, but still tasty. Alright, let me tell you something. Let me tell you what I'm going to do. We're going to try something. We're going to see if it works. We're going to try a little bit of, we're going to try a little cadmium. Yeah, I like pizza. Maybe a little too much for my own good. Might be why Soulkeeper has gotten a little pudgy recently. That's okay. That's okay. this color looks. So far so good, but I think it needs to be a little brighter. A little brighter. Yeah, let's see what it looks like. Oh, that's not bad at all. That's pretty decent. Just a little bit more cadmium on that. My cadmium yellow deep is a little orange. So what I'm going to do is take a little bit of my cadmium yellow medium, add that to it, and see what that looks like. And that's already looking a little bit more vibrant. It's looking a little bit more like what we're looking for. That's cool. Good. Good, good, good. Okay. Alright. Let's lay a couple of cloud shapes in. Right here. Right here. Okay. There's one right here. Just like that. Just like that. Just a small amount. Small amount. Okay. Right here. No pressure. No pressure. Okay. Alright. And this cloud is kind of mounting up over here like it's, I don't know, climbing over the trees. Mounting up over here like it's, I don't know, climbing over the trees. Like it's, I don't know, trying to overcome them, something. Something silly like that. I don't know. Something, just a vibe. I don't know. Tell you what. Let's bring this over this way, maybe. Yeah. Tina, thanks for sharing the live. I really appreciate that so much. It's very kind of you, Tina. Okay. We've already done appreciate that so much. It's very kind of you, Tina. Okay. We've already done enough over here, I think. Yeah, we're just kind of going a little over to the side there. Okay. Alright, let's mix up something. I think we're going to use a little bit of, I think we're going to use a little violet on this. Yeah, let's use a little violet. This is a little too red, what I'm mixing right now. I'm going to use a little bit of my Payne's Gray to tone it down a little bit. Payne's Gray. Payne's Gray is crazy color. It's a neutral that's a little bit blue. But, oh, it's so nice sometimes. It really, really adds a lot to your paintings if you use it at the right time. It's a color I've grown to love a lot. Okay. I think we're getting in the ballpark over here. Yeah, this feels about right. Right there. Right about there. Okay. Alright, let's try this. this up too. These are both about same size. Ballpark. Yeah. I don't even know what these are called, but they're these interesting little shapes that are just sticking up besides the boats. In the middle of this marina, making things look more and more interesting. Right about here, right about there, is going to be a very curious shape. It's just going to be a post, a big post. Matter of fact, just for the sake of making things interesting, let's take some of the color that we have whipped up. Let's do something with that. I think we'll use a little bit of our Prussian blue with our sap green to give it a good base. Okay, good night, Moonjade. I'll see you again soon. Have a good night. And I hope to see you again later. Okay. There. I think we've got something in our hands here that we can work with. Let's check that out. This color is going to be a little unusual. It's going to be kind of a darker turquoise. We're still blocking it in a lot of shapes. We're still blocking it in a lot of shapes. Matter of fact, let's take some of the crimson too, just to maybe tone this down a little bit. Maybe add some white on there too. Okay. this looks. That's kind of an interesting color already. Yeah, I like that. Alright. Let's see what this looks like. We put it on like this. Maybe from right to left. Just like this. It's still kind of dark. But it is looking a little bit more interesting. Oops, daisies. Okay. Seems like more and more interesting things are happening here. That's good. That's good. We'll see right about yay high is where I think we want this to go. This next ridge. We'll say right about here. Yeah, right about here. There's going to be more posts off to the right, but you're not going to be able to see them right now. There's going to be more posts off to the right, but you're not going to be able to see them right now. So maybe we should refrain from painting them right now. Yeah, maybe we should. Okay. Thank you for the likes, Cindy, Dina. I appreciate that very much. Let's get a little bit more, I don't know, a little bit more blue mixed up with this. Let's see what it looks like. A little bit more of that blue. Yeah. It's a very attractive color, actually. Okay. Just a touch more white on that. Let's see here. That's not looking too bad at all. Alright. If we just imagine things over this way slightly, we can maybe there. Let's do this. Yeah, that's nice. Okay. Okay. Now what if we use a little bit of our Payne's gray to darken things up? I don't know. Yeah, we do. I think we know. This is kind of a lot of the color right now. I've added kind of a lot of black to this. But I think it'll work. One truism is that not everything can be bright, and not everything should be bright. Some things need to be dull, some things need to be dark. Otherwise, your painting is not very interesting. Okay, let's go like right about here. Okay. Do I know what I'm trying to paint? Yeah, I know what I'm trying to paint. I'm painting a marina. A marina. This is a fence over by the marina where it's guiding us toward an entry onto the docks. In the background is a bunch of boats that have been, well, docked. Hello, Dick. How's it going? I hope that you're good tonight. I tell you what I'm gonna do. I think what we need to do is maybe get a little bit more of that alizarin crimson in here to make things just slightly more interesting. Slightly more. And we'll add some of that color that we've been using. Okay. Now let's see how this looks when we use it. Good, just laying in bed. decided to come on and paint for a little bit today. Been producing a lot of different videos about painting recently, and well, after this, I reckon I'll probably upload this to YouTube. Thanks for the follow, Odick. I appreciate that. Yeah, let's see what this looks like. Alright. Alright, that's not too shabby. Here. Let's put this in, like, right here. This is kind of difficult with the phone in the way, but let's try this. There's supposed to be a shadow right where that lip is, right there. And another shadow right here. Sometimes painting is hard. Having a phone in the way doesn't make it any easier. Okay. You can kind of see things taking shape here, can't you? Yeah, we've kind of got this effect going right now. Yeah. Yes. It's a very interesting looking color on this fence. It's much more turquoise than everything else going on in the painting, it seems like. Kind of stands out a little bit. Kind of stands out. That's not bad. If I were to do this again, I might use like Meridian or something. A blue-green color that just would maybe make life a little bit easier. Yeah, let's paint a little dark color up here at the top. Up at the top. Alright. Yeah. Things are starting to shape up a little bit. That's good, my friends. That is good. Cylinders are, I don't know, cylinders are interesting. Cylinders are wacky. The way their light plays off of them. I don't know, sometimes it feels weird. Everything about art is weird, honestly. That's why everyone's so crazy when they paint. Dina, thanks for the likes. Appreciate that. Part of me wonders if there's an audience for this sort of thing on TikTok. I don't know. I don't know. But I guess we'll find out together, won't we? I suppose we will. Let's do this. Okay. Okay. God, I might need to get out my left hand for this. And come in from this way to make this work. Okay. Because this is such an awkward angle. There. It's starting to happen. That's good. That's good. We need to start thinking about some of these highlights on the boat. Yeah, we kind of need to. So let's start thinking about them. Let's start thinking about them, guys. Alright, so this color that we're looking at is going to be a little bit more purple, a little bit more blue, something like that. Very gray. Very gray. That is looking pretty nice, honestly. Might roll with this color. Yeah. This color against all that looks pretty good. I don't mind that at all. Here, let's see what it looks like when we put it on, guys. Oh man, some of this color is bleeding in. Some of this color is starting to bleed in. Sometimes that happens when you mix things a little too close together. That wet paint. Thanks for those likes, guys. I appreciate that very much. All right, Dick. I'll see you later. Have a good night. Let's see here. I think we need to, I don't know. I think this highlight up here needs to come down a little bit. Slightly. 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 Let's try something real quick. Let's try something. I don't know if this is going to work, but let's take a look at what it looks like. Nah, this is still too green. We gotta clean things up around here. Yeah, we gotta clean things up, guys. So I'll tell you what, let's just scrape off the old palette. Because right now we're just making a mess. Okay. And let's go ahead and put a pin in this for tonight, my friends. I want to thank you for spending your time with me and for hanging out with me. And I hope to see you again soon when we work on this painting. Hope that you all have a good night. Until next time, my friends, sweet dreams. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you later. Good night, everybody.